And here we go again. Crypto Hulk to the rescue. I'm starting a little early, but we're gonna have a show and tell. 'Cause I'm starting the show about 5 minutes early, so I'm gonna allow some people to show up. So I went to the Philippines a couple years ago, and I went to like Zootopia. It's in the Manila area, and they had a little gift shop there. The zoo. Oh wait, this was like a little zoo Zubia. I forgot the name of it. But they had tigers and stuff. Oh my god, they had tigers and they drove our tour van inside where the fucking tigers are, and they're feeding them meat. Like people are literally hanging meat out the way. They're sticking their arms out. There's real fucking tigers. It's like they drove us in. I thought we were gonna just drive around the gate like a normal tour. You can drive around the tiger reserve and watch them from the outside. No, in the Philippines, they drove us inside, and I'm like, oh shit. And it's like the tigers, some of them are jumping up, clawing, trying to get in. And now that wasn't fucking scary at all, trust me. And I'm thinking, these sons of bitches, and they got fresh raw meat, and they're trying to stick it through the window to give it to the tiger. And I'm like, these people are fucking nuts in the Philippines. I'm like, my God, you know. Uh, After about 5 minutes, I've had enough of that. I said, hey, can we like go back outside of the fence? Because if somehow one of these tigers breaks in this fucking little bus, we're done. Okay, like this is not cool. I didn't have any idea we're going inside where the fucking tigers are. And then they'd be jumping up, hanging on the windows, trying to stick their arms in there and kill us and shit. I'm just like, okay. So one of the toys that they had there is this little blow dart gun. They would you There's shit there. Oh, there was tigers inside of this room, and you go in and take pictures with them. Like for real, I'm not lying. Big old fat teeth, tigers in this fucking picture room. And people were paying like $10 to get a picture with a tiger. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, it's a wild animal. If they get pissed or you step on its foot or something, whatever. These motherfuckers, people are like touching the tiger and everything. I'm just like, oh my god, like this little. But now the tiger was chained up, you know, but it could still move around like 12 feet. Like it'd still probably only kill two or three people, you know. That was interesting. But they have this little blow dart gun, and it has little darts. Well, I don't want to take them off, but you can put them in this one end of the tube, and then like that, you can shoot somebody. So I thought that was very cool because in America, do you think they're gonna sell this at the fucking zoo? Hell no. But the Philippines is a very interesting country, I do have to say. Stuff that is illegal in the US is A-OK in the Philippines. Um, okay, so I'm putting my little thing back together. Has a little handy carrying case when you want to carry it and dip one of those things in poison and then shoot somebody, right? Okay. All we need is for some little kid to buy that, right? Put the little thing and dart in there, shoot his sister's eye out. That little projectile will go right in. And what happened? Oh, I bought it at the Filipino Zootopia. In America, you would never have that. But all right, we are here. It is now 5:59. 5:59 in California. They drug them up real good. I've done it in Thailand. Okay. Live great show. Well, I don't know, man. I wouldn't. I'm cool being on the other side of a fence, like a very, very thick fence. All right. Better yet, have them down below, big fat fence, and me looking down from like 30 feet away. Right. All right. I'm away from the couch. I'm at my condominium in Sacramento. There's snow going on in the mountains, and I'm not getting stuck in an apartment because I have a rear wheel drive car that will not allow me to put snow chains or I void the warranty. So I'm not dealing with snow. Henry Brown, what do you got to say, Henry? Hulk spitting poison darts like 50 Cent rapping art. Well, you know, that happens like that. So let me get started here. Oh, now you can see the speaker. That's one of my speakers. It's a planar magnetic. So it's actually a magnet that emits sounds. Why I got it? It does have a sweet spot. I got two of those speakers at the front. You have to be just in the right position to hear it. And the benefits of a planar magnetic speaker is that they're very light, they're very thin, they put out really good quality sound. The bad part is there's no bass really. You can blow the speakers out. Well, I mean, there's fuses in them, so I've blown the fuse a few times because I turned the bass up too much. So I have a subwoofer now for that. But it's one of my little hobbies. So with the planar magnetic, you got to be sitting in the right spot for you to hear just beautiful sound. And the reason I got that particular planar magnetic speaker is that it'll compete with something for like 50 grand. You know, these little speakers I got, I think they're about two and a half thousand a piece. I got them like 5 years ago. And I can go into Best Buy, listen to a $50,000 B&W um, Bowers and Wilkins B&W speaker, 50 grand. Mine sound, I can't tell any really any difference. But that's why I got these. They're fairly cheap in the world of speakers. I've seen speakers for like 100,000 bucks a pair at Best Buy in Roseville. They call it the money room. They have a particular room in this Best Buy where there's like, I'm serious, $105,000 stereo system. I was like, whoa. But okay, I'll be getting one of those once we're rich. Henry Brown, once XRP moons, I will move next to Trump and chill. Chill. All right, let's go over. Oh, I'm not a financial advisor. Um, I know nothing about finances. I'm going to turn off the ringer to my phone. We're going to go over today. Whew, here it comes. The IMF has now declared it's time for everybody to get ready. Okay. So I'm not a financial advisor. If I ever tell you to get something, don't get it. Everything on the show is a complete lie. There's your disclaimer. Let me give you the article. We've got a lot of work to do. I had a little show and tell in the beginning because we got a whole lot of work to do on this. Let me get this articulo. Where are we at here? Copy. I'm going to show some very much. You're going to see where this whole world's going. This will be a global program today, globally, because the whole world right now has been put on notice. Crypto green light. Okay. They're calling, get your crypto laws together. That's what's going on. The IMF is leading this. Okay. They're taking the lead and they're going to be like the point person. We're going to go over this article and then I'm going to show you. I'm going to take a 45-page 45-page report. I went over 30 pages of it, not the whole thing, because I can only handle so much fucking torture. And I broke it down into a couple pages of notes. We'll see how far we get. 30 pages is enough for that article. There's really not a whole lot more in there. So let me start with this article. Let me check really quick for People Life. We got Enrique Rodriguez. Thanks for all the bad advice and all the lies. Shh, don't tell anybody. They'll get ripped off on Crypto Hulk Show from all the lions going on. Okay, now back to the global. This is all global today. We're not talking about United States. We're talking just about global. Bullshit. IMF makes crypto policy decisions. We're talking globally. They won't rule out bans. So some countries might still have a ban, probably not. Yesterday, the IMF Executive Board published a paper on crypto assets with policy recommendations. Beyond the suggestions, the IMF said an outright ban on crypto should not be the first option. China. However, a few directors believe a crypto ban should be on the table. They get into there's three themes. You got legal and regulatory and international coordination, macroeconomic, these things. We'll get over that a little bit later here. On the macro front, okay. Basically, I'm going to summarize this article because I want to get right into, hold on, let me see if this light helps or does it hurt the, okay, well, it's a little, I need light to be able to see. Um, so this cover article is just basically telling us the IMF is looking into crypto regulations, getting it globally done. This article doesn't really say too much. So what I did is I did a deep dive. So what I want you to do is click on the very first line where it says paper on crypto assets. Click on that. And when you click on that, you'll see this International Monetary Fund. Now you can do a free download. What I did is I downloaded Adobe Acrobat to my computer, and then I went over to free download and clicked on that. Some of you, if you want to do that, it takes about 2 to 3 minutes, possibly somewhere around there. So you could probably do that shit and then wait while you're listening. And then once it's loaded in, catch up, and I'll tell you exactly where I am step by step. So that's what we're doing here. X Particus. Yes, finally caught a show today. Woohoo! Finally. I got my fruit powder and my veggie powder in here. I take it twice a day. Works great. Okay. I know, no tank top, no couch. I'm kind of out of my element here. But that's why I do have another couch over there. But I just don't want to sit on this floor because it's a hardwood floor. Not quite great for the fanny. Your fanny. Now, I'm going to start in on the big boy article. Ooh, 45 pager. I'm going to start at page 1. We'll have to start there. So I'm going to scroll all the way up to page 1. I had it down at page 30. Okay. What we got going on here is an IMF policy paper. What this is doing right now is, remember when they had the IMF was in Bali and they had Bali FinTech and all that? That's when they came up with all the crypto law stuff, okay? They had a special meeting in there and they all talked about, should we do this? Should we make certain things illegal? They went over all of it at Bali in Indonesia about 3 months ago or 4, whatever that was, the Bali FinTech, okay? Remember, India is in charge of the global G20, so they're calling shots with crypto, all right? The IMF has a policy here, and what they're going to do is basically tell the whole world how this is going to happen. See, right now the IMF is the leader, and they're going to start with crypto for everybody in the world. This is what we'll be learning tonight, and I'm going to fold my notes and start up on this. It's called, if you want to find it, it's the Elements of Effective Policies for Crypto. That's the name of it. Elements of Effective Policies for Crypto Assets. These principles came out of the Bali FinTech Festival. The IMF rule aligns with the Financial Stability Board. So the FSB is usually the leader in all the financial stuff in the world. But on this one, on crypto, the IMF is now going to be the leader. But all these top ones, the FATF, FATF, Financial Action Task Force, that's another. There's like these groups that run the world, okay? And they tell the presidents what to do. So that's kind of the level that we're at right here. The paper is based on 9 elements that can help different countries, and you'll see these 9 elements. It's on page 2. Let's see. It's on page 2 of the Adobe Acrobat reader, but it's on page 1 of the actual IMF paper. But you can go through those. Safeguard monetary sovereignty, guard against excessive capital flow, establish international collaborative arrangements to enhance supervision and enforcement of crypto asset regulation. What these 9 things are is what they're going to do to the world. Get all the things together, get everybody on the same page. That's what this whole, we are starting that process now. We have been waiting on my channel for 3 years for this shit to happen. Now it's just began. I don't know how long it'll take for all these countries to get together and get this shit done. I'm just reading an article, right? um, we go to page 2, and it's going to be on the article page 2, not the Adobe Acrobat Reader. It'll say page 3 on Adobe Acrobat Reader. Page 2, we're talking about we need a comprehensive framework. That's what the IMF says. Crypto is growing and interlinks to the financial system. Okay, they're going to link in crypto. Crypto is going to be running the world. Okay, I know they're saying right now crypto's bad and everything. Crypto bad, crypto bad. Now they're going to be crypto good, crypto good, crypto good. That's what I've been saying this for 3 years. I predicted all this would happen. Almost everything I predicted on this show is day by day it's coming true. Um, there's a need for a comprehensive, consistent, and coordinated a global coordinated response. You hearing me? I told you all this has to happen before we get rich. I don't care what pumps. I don't care about a fucking pump. What I care about is like a fucking 10, 20, $30,000 XRP price. They're calling for a global coordinated event with crypto. That's how all this is going down. I told you. Remember how I said everything's coordinated? I've been doing this for 3 years. Remember? I've been pretending to be the orchestra leader. You can go back to Crypto Hulk at the very beginning. Watch the first few shows. When I start doing this, I called all these fucking shots. I said there'll be a coordinated event. Okay, Brazil, you can go. Now all the drums. Let's get the drums. These top organizations are now doing what I told you would happen. They're starting to coordinate the countries. Brazil, you can get going with that. Europe and Asia, you'll be going first. And that's what I'm telling you. No one can go unless they get the green light. Remember, Turkey tried to come out with it. They said, oh, we're going to have regulate. They said this last year. We're going to have regulations stuff. And then I'm like, nope, unless you get the phone call, Turkey, you ain't doing a fucking thing. And guess what? They didn't do a fucking thing because they didn't get the phone call. Okay. This will all be coordinated. Because, like I said, you got the slowpoke countries. United States, we've probably been ready to go for 7 years. I mean, it's like that. We've been waiting and waiting. We've got these little countries like the Philippines doing some shit now and stuff. We've got to get these African countries that are broke on board, all these kinds of things, right? So let's go with this. I'll finish the first page and then I'll look for questions. Need a comprehensive, okay, hold a pen. Supposedly crypto has potential benefits, they say. As we have seen, all we have seen is risk. That's what they say. Serious concerns about financial stability, financial integrity, legal risks, consumer protection, and market integrity. What they're doing here is bringing up all this bad stuff that we've seen about crypto, and they're like, we've got to change this. Okay, what should they do? It's about time they're talking about it. They have not been discussing this ever. This is the first time they said when they come together to talk about we need global crypto laws. Okay. Widespread adoption of crypto assets could undermine the effectiveness of monetary policy and exacerbate fiscal risk. So now they're telling us that if we don't get control of this crypto, it's going to wreck the world pretty much. I think I would agree with that. Because I'll tell you why. You get one of these countries that dumps everything into crypto. They're already poor. Name whatever country you want. Yeah, the United States is poor now. We're in so much debt. These poor countries, what they're going to do is put everything into crypto, and then when crypto dumps, the country goes into a civil war, and then other countries go in and invade it, and they can kill off millions and millions of people. You see how all this happens? The IMF has to control this shit because bad actors are going to come in and that could destroy the planet. What if one of these countries has nukes, for God's sakes, right? And then they lose everything. They're going to sell nukes for food. And you see where this goes? It gets really fucking nasty. The IMF has to come in, or this could threaten the entire planet. That's my opinion. They talk about robust macroeconomic policies, monetary frame. They talk about here monetary policy frameworks are first order requirements. So they're saying global crypto laws are first order requirements. It's very good to see this. And that fund advice in these areas will remain crucial. We need clear crypto tax law, is what they say. Crypto assets should not be granted official currency or legal tender. You can't be like one of these countries like El Salvador and say Bitcoin is legal tender. This is what the IMF is saying. Don't do it. It's not a good decision. countries like um, countries have all agreed on the need for comprehensive regulations. And what happened in the IMF is they all had a big old meeting. The world countries agreed we need crypto regulation. Okay. So at least they're all on the same page with that. Let me check some comments here and I'll go on. But this is some work going over this. At least you don't have to read 30 pages of this shit. Uh I so odd. Welcome to the video live stream. Ted's life. Thank you, Ted, for that. I appreciate that. We got Vulcan Aussie's been here for 6 months. X crypto is where it's at. All the X's. Got that right. And then Mr. showed up. Joseph M got no notification again. Okay, I'll say it. Go to my screen, look to the bottom left, drop that box down, fill out the information for the BBB. Do it again. If you did it last week and you're still not getting any improvements on your show, fill it out again. Give them a phone call, give them a fax, send them an email, and go on the computer website and fill out a complaint. Make sure you use my complaint number. I have a complaint number in there. Got to use that one. It helps keep track. All right, let me go back to what I'm reading. So for 3 years, FATFA standards. I went over this about 8 months ago. I talked about FATFA, FATF, the Financial Action Task Force. Directors emphasized the importance. Now, directors, they're calling like bankers or countries. So when I use the word directors, Stephen Morris, we only care about penile pumps around here, baby. Thank you for your donation. And I'll have to look into penile pumps as well. Sounds fun. The directors emphasize the importance of fully aligning the framework and standards by the standard setters. I wonder who those standards says. Somebody's calling the shots. I don't know if it's one person or one family or the top 5 family, but I just want to know who these standard setters are. That would be interesting. Now, who could that be? The BIS, FATFA, the IMF? You know, it's probably all those groups. Strict bans like China are not the first best option, they said, but to have targeted restrictions on crypto. Be prepared for targeted restriction. I don't know what that means. The public sector could leverage some of the underlying technologies of crypto assets for their public policy objectives. So now they're admitting the governments of the world are going to use some of the cryptos for themselves to help run their government. But I thought cryptos are bad, Crypto Hulk. Well, they are unless your government tells you they're good. Just like they told you about wearing a mask and it's going to stop the spread. And here we are 3 fucking years later, right? Okay, that was a bunch of shit. Let's just shut down everything for like a whole year. Look, this fucking thing is never going away. All right. So if your body's immune system's too weak, then you die. And you better hope, you know, Jesus or whoever you think Buddha's the one and you follow somebody or you don't have to follow anybody. But that whole thing with this fucking mask thing and all that shit, that was shit show was something else. Sequence of implementation. Now I think I'm around page 3. Sequence of implementation should be tailored to countries' respective on circumstances. Each country is going to have, like, the United States is rich. and we have the technology and all this stuff. We're ready to go now. This thing here is you're tailoring it to your country's respective circumstances, meaning poor countries, we got to get them first, because if we all take off, we're going to leave them in the dust, and then they're going to be fucking broke. And then you got civil war. See what I'm saying? Everybody's going to fucking die in that country. So what they're kind of doing is saying, they're not actually saying, but it's like, oh, your dog. Thanks for your donation. The channel says Hammer and Chisel Fund to chip away at YT. You might just find the pebble holding it up. Also, we'll be tempted to sell. Don't take the carrot. That's exactly right. Think like a criminal, and that's how I figure this shit out. Right? Why is my screen? I don't know what happened to the light. Oh, it changes when I lean back and forward. Okay, that's just fucking great. Let me continue here. Both at the domestic and international levels, so that you have to coordinate this stuff. Same activity, same risk, same regulation. That's they're saying. Same activity with crypto, same risk, same regulation. You can't have one country that considers certain cryptos a security and other ones are utility tokens, like commodities. And it's got to be the same activity, the same risk, the same regulations. It's going to be the same pretty much. Now there's some wiggle room there, but everybody's pretty much going to be on the same page. Like, yeah. Now we're officially on page 3. The fund, or the IMF, International Monetary Fund, the fund will be the bridge. Well, doesn't XRP call themselves a bridge currency? If you get out your phone right now and you do a Google search and you say, what is the world bridge currency? No, if you type in global bridge currency, Google tells you it's XRP. Okay. Try that one. Go on your phone, type in global bridge currency, and you'll see right there XRP pops up. The world already knows. They already know. Some of us that watch this channel, we know exactly what's going on in advance on this channel with no dumb shit. I'm not selling you no dumb shit stuff like these other channels. Between the experience of its membership and the international standard rule setting, these people are going to get this ball rolling right now. Yeah, Seashell, I think gold is definitely gold and silver. That's what I've been buying. I took whatever money I had in the bank out, except for what I got for monthly bills, and I've been buying gold. If you want to buy silver too, I'd suggest it. Rather than just letting money sit in the bank, or even like if you got retirement, if you're able, I mean, this is going to be a tax burden and stuff. I don't know if you're allowed, but you need to get somehow gold or silver or something, because your money is going to be like worthless. Just letting you know. So the IMF calls themselves a bridge for the world for this asset. Okay, to get going. I thought that was interesting. They start talking here about between the experience of its membership, international standard setting process, including disseminating the best practice. When you disseminate, it means you give to the different countries. IMF is going to be the leader on this, okay? The IMF will have to open talks and keep everyone communicating, because countries are at risk and they're at different stages. These countries, the IMF now is figuring out, where are you? How far are you into crypto regulation and adoption and stuff? And they're going to start with the slow pokes first again. Poor countries. Okay, so I got half of this done. Right now we're at the halfway mark. Oh, damn, it's 29 minutes. Okay, now we're going on to pages 3 again. Sharing lessons from practical implementation. That's the section we're at. Helping the slow pokes again. What I did now is I bumped it up to page 10. So now we're going up to around the page 10 area. On that page, the most important part is there are yet no globally consistent definitions and classifications and taxonomy. Okay, just like I've been saying for 3 years, no other channel, no lawyers. I've been watching everybody. No channels, no lawyers are discussing this consistently like Crypto Hulk. I've been telling you, in the United States Code, we have no crypto laws or regulations. These judges on this case have no ability to tell you what XRP is. Why? Because it does not exist legally. XRP does not exist under any definition in the United States Code. You will not hear that in any other channel because these people have no fucking clue to tell you the truth, all right? Eyes odd. Eyes odd. Thank you for your donation. How many XRP should one hold? I've heard 2,000, but curious of your opinion. Keep up the good work. You're doing great for the people. Right. All these other channels sell you out and me out. They have all this fucking scammy shit that they're trying to peddle. Or they have things where if you're not worth $1 million, and you can't buy into their different funds. They'll promote these funds where you got to be worth $1 million, and then you got to put in a minimum of $10,000. Like, I don't got that kind of money. That's not the channel I want to be on, especially with this fucking scammy shit they do as well. Somebody's been a member for 6 months. NC, but let me answer the question. So, best channel on the internet for the truth and appreciate you and your lies. So, again, it depends on like how rich you want to be. All right. So if I go to my calculator and let's say you got 2,000 XRP. So right now it'll cost you about $1,000. All right. 2,000 XRP times when XRP hits $10,000, you now have $20 million. Okay. Some people, I mean, really in California, that's not a lot. I mean, I know it sounds like, holy shit, it's a lot, but no, it's too easy. I mean, really, if I want to live in a great neighborhood and I want the top-notch schools for my kids, or I don't have kids, but I'm just saying, then I'd have to have a house worth $5 million, $2 to $5 million. Then I could be in a really good neighborhood. But see, look at that, it's already like 5 million. Then you got to get the cars to go with it, and then just so I don't know. I can't answer your question. Izod, is it? Let me look again. Yeah, ISOD is I don't know how rich you want to be. So just use that. So let's say you got with 2,000 XRP, you'd have to wait till it hits 10,000 a piece. I truly feel XRP, 2,000 of them. I really feel XRP can hit 10, 20, 30, 40,000. I did a show where I said it could hit 100,000. I mean, it could potentially do that right now. If you take all the value in the world, which is like $5 quadrillion, divide that, let's say, because right now, remember, out of the 100 billion XRP, there's only like 50 in circulation. What if they hold that, right? Oh, that would get you a 100. So you get $5 quadrillion, $5 quadrillion, and then, big number. Divide that by 50 million, and you might have a number somewhere between 25,000, maybe $70,000 per XRP at that rate. Now that might take 5 or 10, 15 years. I don't know how long it'll take to tokenize everything in the world. I mean, so I can't tell you. I can give you hypotheticals on what I think it'll be worth and stuff. So you got to figure that one out on your own. I don't know how rich you want to be and how quick. If you got a lot of XRP, like 50 or 100,000 of it, then you can get rich real quick. It doesn't need to get too high. Then you can start selling shit off. If you got 2,000, you need to sit there and wait probably another, I don't know, 1 year, 2, something, 3. I have no idea when it'll hit actually $10,000 or more. All right, back. So we're on the second page, or no, on page 10. So where are we going here? So they're talking about, oh yeah, so they're telling us here there are no global definitions of crypto. That's what the IMF is saying now. I've only been saying that consistently for 3 years on my program. Other channels are not even saying it at all. That's a damn shame. But they got a gold card for you to buy and some art paintings and some other useless investment shit like that. They got plenty of time to discuss that, okay? But not to help you. They also were telling you to keep your stuff on an exchange. So when the flare drop would hit, notice they're all mad about the flare. Oh, they need to change it because some of these exchanges got shut down. Well, who cares? If you were being responsible as a YouTuber teaching XRP, none of your people would be on exchanges, just like my show would tell you that consistently. Buy the crypto, lock it up in a hardware wallet, put it in a Faraday bag, and sit on your fucking hands, right? No. All these other programs out there having you staking it, doing NFTs and shit, putting it on an exchange so you can maybe sell them off. It just, these fucking channels are useless. All right. Page 11. The IMF will help coordinate global crypto definitions. I've been saying for 3 years now, we have no crypto laws. There's no definitions. You can't get in trouble for stealing crypto because crypto does not exist. All these people getting in trouble. And I told you. Right when this FTX thing happened, I said, look, no one's going to jail for stealing crypto. It's going to be wire fraud. It's going to be theft of money or some. You can't get in trouble for stealing what does not exist. Crypto doesn't exist. Sarah Judge Netburn can't render a decision on crypto because it doesn't exist. She can't. She has no legal authority. Okay, this whole trial is fake, and all these channels are fake because they're teaching you every day. They're reporting on these trials. They're reporting on a fake trial. Okay, this, like, nobody can see this except the people on my channel. Okay, I don't report the trial. That's so fucking stupid. Okay, because crypto doesn't even exist legally. The judge cannot make a legal decision on this case, but these assholes still keep reporting on it. Oh, here's what's going on. Let's go ask this lawyer. Let's go ask this one. You know, da 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 da. These lawyers are so fucking stupid. It's ridiculous. And the IRS, on top of that, you can't tax. IRS can claim, do it. Take me to court for my crypto because I bought it when we had no laws. They're not doing a fucking thing to me, okay? That would be a violation of civil rights if they did that. And then I go back and sue the IRS for $100 million for violation. You can't get busted because crypto is not in the United States code. No other channel's telling you this because they have no fucking clue. And even if they did know, they don't care because they'd rather sell you scammy shit, all right? So we have no crypto definitions. Now we see who really is running the world. Unbacked tokens, they talk about stable coins and other tokens like utility or security tokens. So they mention those. Now we go to page 12. Assigning crypto assets to special legal categories is essential to providing clarity. So what we have to do is assign crypto to specific legal categories. So this crypto does this. This one's that. See, you can't bust people for crypto because nothing exists. That's the whole thing I've been saying for 3 years on this channel. Nobody else is doing that, which I wonder why. It's just very interesting. No one's even talked about that shit. They sure have a lot to talk about, but it's never about what's really fucking important. But you have to provide clarity on how they will treat crypto legally. I have been the only one saying this. We have no crypto laws in the U.S., and I really got to get my handwriting. In the court trial is fake because crypto does not exist legally. No lawyer is even saying this. Okay, page 13. Crypto assets could achieve cheap. Here's what they say from the IMF. Crypto assets can achieve cheap and faster payments by reducing the need for intermediate banks and stuff like that. What we got going is like, okay, so they're saying crypto can move money faster and cheaper because you don't have intermediaries. Well, that's not true with Bitcoin and Ethereum and these other proof of work and stuff. Those are intermediaries. The miners, those are intermediaries. IMF's not going for that. And when you got proof of stake, so, oh, but Crypto Hulk, Ethereum's now a proof of stake. Okay, who are the intermediaries there? The biggest stakeholders, and they're the ones that charge the fees. Ethereum said when they switched to the merge, it's not going to do anything to the fees, okay? Bitcoin is way expensive compared to XRP. We already know this. Let me continue on this. Page 13, by reducing the need for intermediaries through the use of digital ledger technology. That's basically going to kill Bitcoin and Ethereum. Page 14, they show on page 14 of this, if you look, they show the Bitcoin fees and then they destroy Bitcoin. It literally takes out Bitcoin like out of the picture. It's going to be so sad. Remember all those Bitcoin conferences and the people are like, yeah, go Bitcoin, and they're screaming and everything. Dude, we're going to look back and no one's going to want Bitcoin in the future. It's going to go away and we're going to watch. They're going to delete all those conferences. All these people are going to try to delete off the internet, all these conferences. So just be prepared. If you want to get a picture or video of some Bitcoin conference, do it now because they're going to start erasing that shit once they realize crypto's fake, like the Bitcoin stuff's fake, and people be scrambling to delete their videos. And so you'll see it. Page, let's see. Because like what I said, I've been saying for 3 years. I started off 3 years ago calling Bitcoin and Ethereum piles of horse shit. You remember? I said basically it's like horse shit that a lot of people think's chocolate pudding. All right. And I don't care what you call. I don't care how much it goes up because one day it's going to zero, and you're gonna be left with nothing. Okay. You'll see. It says here DLT with multiple copies. Here's what they like. The IMF likes a digital ledger technology. Now, this isn't Bitcoin with multiple copies of ledgers, transactions, and nodes. The IMF likes nodes. Bitcoin and Ethereum do not have nodes, all right? XRP does. Performing validation activities provide higher operational resilience than centralized entities. Bitcoin's centralized. I know they think that it's not. You've got what, 10 companies running Bitcoin, like the mining, maybe even five. There might be like five main companies that are running half of Bitcoin transactions. That's centralization, by the way. Page 15, we're just about done. Unbacked tokens are shit, according to the IMF. That's a quote, by the way. Unbacked tokens are not the business. They're just like, they admit unbacked tokens have been used to enhance people's portfolio. Like, you go to see your stockbroker guy and you're like, hey, what's my portfolio? He opens up the computer and says, okay, you got 3,000 shares of this, 2,000 of that. What people were using crypto for, the unbacked crypto, is to buy like part of it so they can put it in their portfolio to like try to make money. That's an unbacked crypto. And all that shit is going to be worthless because the good shit like we got, XLM, XRP, XDC, they're going to back all of those with gold, with money, with property, and all kinds of shit. And no one's going to be wanting that Bitcoin, Ethereum shit. I've been telling you for 3 years. I was saying all this shit when Bitcoin was hitting 80,000 bucks or whatever it was. I was still saying it back then, 3 years ago. Okay. Not the other channels. They're actually admitting to owning some. They don't want to tell you how much. Well, I got a little bit of Bitcoin and I did a transaction with it. It cost me like 500 bucks. And so they're admitting they're buying dumb shit. Not once have I bought Ethereum or Bitcoin, never will. And in the end, my channel will come out like, damn, that dude knew it all. Yep. Because I don't do dumb shit like these other ones. So unbacked crypto, no bueno. All right. If your crypto is not backed by something, you are shit out of luck. SOL. Potential time on all the rest. Page 17. Crypto asset official currency. Granting crypto asset official currency or legal tender status has a far-reaching consequences for financial stability. Your country's going to go bye-bye. So El Salvador, if you guys are leaning on Bitcoin, you're fucked, okay? Just let you know. You're going to be in civil war pretty soon this year. Page 18. Unbacked tokens like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and stable coins without credible backing may pose financial stability risk. Page 25, I don't have any more notes after this because I went up to page 30 and said there's no more. Crypto will be taxed. Now, if it's a payments crypto and it's considered money, it's non-taxable. So at that point, I don't think it should be. I'm not worried with tax, so I'm not paying that shit anyway. Unless they get it down at 10% or something, I could do that. But if not, I lost my fucking keys. So that's how I roll. But I'm not talking about that. I'm not paying my crypto tax to my government. I'm just saying to say, okay. Because somehow I lost my wallet and some dude named Pedro that lives in the Philippines, he cashed it all out. I don't know Pedro. I've been here. I've got proof that I've been here. I've never left. I didn't call anybody to coordinate this, or it just looks like sucks being you because I can't pay you taxes. I don't have any crypto anymore. Pedro deleted took all the money and it's gone. So sorry. That's how I roll. Okay. Maybe I make a deal with Pedro then, or something. But anyhow, I don't need to get into discussing that. So what we got going on is an IMF right now that is telling us there's going to be global crypto regulations. We're going to be working with all these countries. Backed crypto is what you want, and you want the payments cryptos primarily. XRP, XLM, XDC. This is where this ends up, okay? They're going to be taxing it. They're going to work, they're telling us now, they're going to work crypto into the whole financial system, okay? It's not going away. The dumb cryptos are going away. So out of 16 or 20,000 cryptos, you might have like 100 that are left that are good, somewhere there, 100 or there's like 100 different use cases, for business and stuff. And newer cryptos will come up to solve real world problems. But I think initially you might have 50 cryptos right now that are going to stay, and the rest are going to just get fucking destroyed. And of those 50, the payment ones are the 3Xs. Then you have different utility cryptos and security. You're going to have securities tokens as well, cryptos that are securities. So, like real legitimate ones. So, that's kind of where this is going. I've got all mine in payment crypto, like money. You don't get taxed money. So I'm not tripping on tax because like dollar bills don't get taxed. Just the mere fact, okay, if I have $100 bill and the value, think about this. This is exactly what I'm talking about with XRP and stuff. If I have a dollar bill, XRP, and the dollar bill value goes way up comparable to the whole world, does the government say, "Hey, I know you have $500 in your savings account. We're going to tax you because the value of the dollar went up." Does that make sense to anybody at all? No. And if it makes sense to you, then you need to get off the channel because you got some problems I can't help you with. So imagine if you have money, let's call it XRP, and the value of that skyrockets. You're not going to be taxed because it's money. It's money. Now, if you got like VeChain, which I got, or whatever it is, these and that, you could be taxed because they could be called securities or commodities or something, right? So there's good news because the tax thing ain't gonna happen to us on our 3X cryptos. All right. We're not gonna get taxed. So you don't tax money. So that $500 I have in my savings account, the government's not going to tax me. If the value of the dollar just shot up, if they backed the dollar tomorrow and made it worth $5,000, I'm not getting taxed on money. It doesn't make sense. Okay. If you have a security, you can be taxed. Okay. Money is not taxed. So I hope I broke that down. Yeah. Even Joseph says you don't tax money. Okay. So I know I joke and I say, well, Pedro's going to take my. I know I'm not going to pay tax on any of the XRP because you don't tax money. It's just common sense. So that's why I'll joke a little bit and say things like that. But I'm not worried at all. Let me check for some last questions here. Monet. Yo, Crypto Hulk says, Sea Dog. What you doing there, Sea Dog? Veronica says commodity backed stablecoins are stabilized with hard assets, such as gold, real estate. The most commonly used asset to collateralize stablecoins is gold. Many use diversified baskets of precious metals. Crypto was created to get out of taxes and control of government and big banks. Why does Bitcoin stay so high if it's not backed by anything? It's hopium. Now, not the drug opium, but hopium. See, Bitcoin has no value except what we think it has. Okay. I don't think it's worth shit. So if somebody wanted to pay for something, give me Bitcoin, I'm like, no, I don't want it. What we have going on, we have a fake market. We don't even have a market for crypto. We have a fake space in crypto. Got it? There's nothing, just like you said, nothing's backing it. Well, why is it worth 25,000 bucks? Because it's a manipulated space. It's all fake. All the crypto exchanges, we know for a fact because CBS did a study and Chainalysis did one too. The reason I don't report prices of crypto every day, because that's fucking stupid. If you have a YouTube show and you're reading off the prices of crypto every day, that's fucking retarded. Okay. It's sad because but these people don't have the intellect to understand what I'm talking about. Okay. Chainalysis and CBS told us 40% of the exchanges lie about the price and how much they got and all that stuff. That means you have a 50-50 chance roughly in getting accurate information. That's not even worth it. If you watch the news every day, but you knew that 3.5 days a week you're gonna have fake news, you wouldn't even bother watch. Like that's why I don't bother watching the news. Then our news has actually been caught faking stories. Okay, I've seen them. They manipulate information on it. These crypto exchanges do the same thing. They're liars. Okay. So I can't run a crypto show and say, "Oh, today's price on Bitcoin," because who the fuck cares? All those prices are manipulated, and these stock exchanges, the crypto exchanges, they manipulate the prices on top of that. So why the fuck you reading off prices and shit? That's so fucking stupid. And then you're misleading people on top of that. Okay. I only report facts on my program, and then I'll tell you this is my opinion here or whatever, da da da. Okay. But I'm not going to be telling you about. That's why I don't like to recommend an exchange because 40% of them are fucking liars. You know, and and with the wallets, like I don't want to tell you what wallet to get because if there's some kind of a scam or a problem, I'm not getting in trouble for that, or I'm not really in trouble. Like I might tell you what I buy or what wallet I have, but I'm not. I don't tell people. Remember the disclaimer. It's true. I don't know anything about crypto. Don't do anything I tell you. That's how I roll. I want you to make your own decisions, just like I make mine. You know. I own 0 Bitcoin, says XRP Robin. Veronica says charts are useless when the game is rigged. There you go, too. You know, you go to Las Vegas or wherever you want to gamble and stuff, they've fixed it to where you can't even win. It's not like a regular card game because they pick like 6 decks and put them together and do all these. The odds of it's just ridiculous. Okay. That's why Flare is going to be the new financial system. It's the most accurate. And this Flare thing, that thing's such a fucking joke. I mean, it's probably worth, it's gonna be worth a lot of stuff. But how? What I mean, it's a joke. Is they were supposed to roll that shit out 2 years ago. Like, oh, we're almost ready. Da, da, da. Here we are, 2 years later. There's this whole thing is a stall tactic. Okay, all this whole crypto space. And that's why I make this show because I see through dumb shit. I see through a lot of the dumb shit. I don't catch all of it, obviously. But my show, I just watch these fucking YouTubers lying and cheating and doing all this stuff. The lawyers on YouTube are fake. The court case is fake. Like this whole thing is just a big fucking fake deal. And then one day, just like that, boom. And we're waiting right here. I don't got my crypto anywhere. I don't trust nobody. Nada. I trust 3 people, me, myself, and I. Okay. I'm just waiting. I'm not over here doing headstands and somersaults and cartwheels and stuff with all kinds of shit for you to buy and get invested in. No. We go over facts on my show. Nobody gets wrecked or destroyed. We all end up making it through the matrix just fine and rich. Okay. I'm gonna go. That'll be enough. We're at about 54 minutes, and Probably tomorrow I'm gonna have a show. I'm gonna work on that again tonight. And if I can make a show, I just don't make one to do it. Other people make shows because they have sponsors and they have to do a show by contract. So tonight, if I don't find any news for tomorrow, I just won't. But I'll post it tonight before I go to sleep. And if I don't have anything posted by 2 hours from now, then 2 to 3 hours from now, but I probably won't have a show if I don't post it. 'Cause I'm looking for the news tonight. If I don't find any good stuff, then I ain't making it. So good, have a drink on me. I'm gonna have some tequila, and I forgot what kind. Herradura Ultra Añejo, and I'm gonna give some of that a shot. I think. Thank you, Hulk. This was a very outstanding video. Says Ricky Rocket. So red wine night for me, says XRP is boss. Hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button. XRP is boss. Thank you, sir, for all your hard work. It is going through that 45-page document. I only went through 30 pages. I could not take it. My brain was just fucking done reading that boring shit. Okay. But what I did is had to cherry pick off of each paragraph and stuff. I actually read the 30 pages. And then as I would read, I would pull out the most important parts and write them down. So I just basically took a lot of boring shit and just showed you the best stuff of it. And that's what I did. So, oh yeah, the guy at Beverage and More said it's a good tequila. I said, "What's the best tequila you got for $50?" All right. So he said, "Well, most extra añejos are at least 100 to $150." I'm like, "That's kind of a lot there, buddy." I said, "Let's keep it about 50." He's like, "Oh, you're going for the budget shit." I'm like, "Well, no, there's got to be a good one that I don't have to pay a good price." You know what I mean? I said, "Because I shop like that. I want the best shit, but I don't want to pay the best shit price." Got it? I said, "I'm a cheap bastard." And I said, "I got nice things. Don't get me wrong, but I don't pay nice prices. I get a lot of my shit 50% off. Now, show me the money." So he went over there and he said, Herradura Ultra Añejo. And I said, "Amigo, thank you. Vaya con Dios." So I paid for that shit and got out and I'm going to drink it. All right. Yep, we're in the right place. Joseph, you are in the right place. I worked very hard on this channel to give the best information. I don't care how much time or work I got to put into doing this fucking channel. I do it because the time is getting close, and I take pride in this shit. You know, whether I worked at Denny's when I started off at age 16 for $3.35 an hour, I worked just as hard as that job as I did making like 100,000 a year. And when I worked in probation, you know, it's like I don't care, like whatever I do, I do what I got to. Like when I work out, I've been working out for 39 years. I just don't half-ass it. I fucking kill it each time I go in for 39 years. Okay. And I don't even get paid to work out. It's just what I got to do to maintain strength. Ricky Rocket. Thank you, Ricky, on the end of the show. I appreciate that donation. And I think that'll be it. All right, time to get some Herradura Ultra Añejo down my hatch.